Hey guys, today we're going to just go over the very simple little basic steps to edit a video in Filmora. And I use Filmora 11 from Wondershare, so let's just get right to it. First thing we want to do is open up the Filmora, which we downloaded. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. Boom. First thing I do is change this aspect ratio to standard. Boom. And hit new project. That'll open up the Filmora program. Such an easy program to use. It's awesome. So let's just make this bigger here. Boom. Alright, so you have a lot of tabs up top. Media, stock, audio, which is music, sound effects, all different sub-menus over here. Titles, which is fonts, and font backgrounds. You have all different kinds, special end credits, starters, everything you need, transitions, hundreds. Every time I find something I really like, I click the heart and make it a favorite. And that'll put it in my favorites folder a lot quicker. Effects. This is more for the advanced. I mean, once you get comfortable with the program, then you could start doing some special effects. But you go to effects and you, again, so many sub-menus. It's just awesome. This is your preview screen area and the play, stop, and other menu options there. This is your working area. The video goes here, audio, text, and we'll go over all of this, just the basics, so you can do your own videos, and you could even do photo slideshows if you just want to start with photos, but you could add photos, video clips, music, all kinds of things. So let's get started. So first you want to bring all your video clips and pictures into this. So you go right here to import, media. Go to the folder you want to import. We'll just pick one for the heck of it. And then just highlight all the videos and pictures you want to bring in. We're just going to do a short one, so we'll do, like, you could select them all and figure it out in the program. But just for this video, we'll just do a few. Alright, so then I also have a standard opener, short little clip at the beginning that I use on every video, and I have a closer, short little video clip at the end. So I'll import them. I always keep them in a specific area as well. Starter folder, that's my opener, and that's my ender. So I'll import both of them. Then I always make a thumbnail. So I'll import that. That's in my pictures, but just for the heck of it, we'll just grab anything. So I'll edit that with all the writing or whatever I want the thumbnail to show prior to all this. but you can create it here right in the program. Alright, so now we're ready to edit. First thing I'll add is my thumbnail. We're going to say this is going to be the thumbnail. So you could drag it, or you could hit the little plus right here. If you put your mouse over it, it'll show a plus. Boom. It'll put it right where it needs to go. And if you look here, now that plus is a check, so you know which ones you've added. Then I add my opener. Right here's my opener. I don't have to move anything down here, but you can later to look for different things. If I lose my spot, you want to make sure you add the next one right at the end, so there's no gap and it's not overlapping. Sometimes you can overlap if you want to do a special effect, but I don't. So I'll take my opener. If I'm not sure I'm at the end, I'll go back a little bit and hit play. You can hit play over here, and it'll stop right at the end. So I know I'm at the end. I could just hit the plus. It may ask you if you want to convert it to the size of the photo you're trying to add. I never do. I always keep it to match the media. Boom. Booyah. So that's that. Then you add, whatever you want in the next order you want. You could add video clip, another video clip. Once you hit add, it goes right to the end. So you're good to keep hitting add. Add, and then we'll add some pictures. And then at the end, you add your ender. I usually add everything in the order I think I want it to be. And then I'll go back and edit. Down at the bottom, you have a little bar. You could just roll it back, or you could hit the stop up here, and it'll take you right back to the end. Now if I want to cut something out, like Shelly cursing, or Bobby cursing, you can move this bar to any area you like. If you hit play, you'll hear it. So I want to cut out all that boring area in the beginning when I'm getting ready. Sometimes I leave it because it's funny, but I'm going to move this to where I want to start and hit the scissors to cut. Now there's a cut right there. There's also a cut at the beginning, so I know this whole section I want to lose. So I'll just highlight it by clicking on it and hit the delete key on my keyboard, or right click on that part and hit delete. It'll automatically move everything to clear that open space. But if it doesn't, you could move this over, right click, highlight this open space, right click, and close gap. Boom. Basically, all your editing, you use this and your keyboard, delete. You can rearrange clips by dragging them, but sometimes that'll mess up. It'll leave open spaces and different things. So up here is your menu bar. Right now I'm on the media tab. They have stock media. I normally don't use that. Then there's the audio tab that comes with a lot of different music. Everything I like, I make a favorite. And if I like something, I will put a heart next to it, and it'll automatically go into my favorites. So if I want to add music, I just click the plus, and it'll automatically go to the music section. At the location the red snip bar is located. A good tip here is sometimes you have to cut down the music because it's too long. So what you do is same as with the video. You highlight that bar. You can just click up here and move that bar to where you want to cut it. But make sure you have the music highlighted. Make sure you have the music highlighted and not your video. So just click on it. Hit the cut. Boom. Delete the section you want. Make sure it's highlighted. Boom. Then double click on the audio and you could fade out the end or the intro. See how that is moving there? That depends how much you want to edit out. I usually do it around 2 something. And that's that. Hit OK. Booyah. Another awesome feature up here. Titles. This is where you could add different pictures with text. I have favorites. I went through and added favorites earlier. I like to keep it simple most of the time. Too much just is too much. So this is the very basic one. I always drag this because if you hit the plus, it'll maybe put it in the middle, which you can do, but I like to put it above. Now clear that gap. So right here in the video is where the text will show. You could stretch this so the text shows longer, and then double click on the text, and this is where you write what you want it to say. Make sure you don't have typos. You could change the font, the size. You could go to advanced to put a border on it and all that. I don't use this side over here. I just put in the text, the font I like, and I do add a border because it won't show very well if you don't. So just hit text border and pick the color. I like to keep it simple. Hit OK, and that's that. Then you could just go to the video and move it to where you want it to be. You could also use that effects, transition effects on these. We'll go over that next. Next, I'll go to, back on the menu bar, transitions. Of course, I have favorites there too. You can make it simple. Just highlight everything, click in a clear area, drag over everything so it's highlighted. You can tell it's highlighted, but it'll get a thicker border. I have favorite transitions. Dissolve is my favorite. You could, once everything's highlighted, you could hit the plus, and it'll add that transition to each transition in the clip and fonts. See, these boxes right here are the transitions. If you add one and you don't want it, you could highlight it by clicking on it and hit the delete key. And it's gone. If I want that one there and a fancy one, I could add it to a specific area by just dragging it and letting go over the cut. I don't put a transition in the beginning, so I'll highlight that one and hit delete. Then I'll just look through it, make sure everything has a transition. Doesn't matter if it doesn't, I just like it. I don't get too fancy with them either. I don't need a transition at the end. Hit delete. That's my end clip. That's my videos and pictures. Usually the volume is good enough, but you can edit the volume. You can detach the audio if you don't want the audio. You could go to audio and detach. All these settings, if you right click. The only one I really ever use in here is the audio. Sometimes I'll detach it because I want to add music instead. So we'll do that here just for the heck of it. We'll do it on this one because I already edited that one. Go here, detach audio. The cool thing here is you don't have to delete it. You could just turn it way down. And then you could go back up here to audio and pick some favorite music and drag it. Whoop. Drag it down. Well, of course it ain't gonna work. Well, it dragged it down, but it put it over there so you can move it. I'm gonna take this, move it down and over. Whee! So if I hit play here, I'm gonna have my audio very low and this music and the video all down here. So let's click here just to hear it. Oh, it's a girdle bell! And this is where that audio ends, but I could put it back. And you can edit this volume. Well, that clip ends there, so I guess I want the audio to end there too, right? Highlight the audio, hit the cut, hit delete if this one's automatically highlighted. Then double click on the audio, fade it out. Click OK. And it all ends nice. Perfect. Alright, then we're going to hit done. We're going to double check everything. No gaps. Text is in here. I'm going to hit play just so you see. See, that transition was pretty cool. And we'll just slide this bar on the bottom all the way over. Make sure there's no gaps or anything's overlapping. Oh, look at these gaps. Boom. Click in there, then right click, close gap. Click in there, right click, close gap. Make sure your music ends when your video ends. Alright, and let's see, I think that's about it. So basically, you could drag things or hit the plus. You use media to add the media. Audio, titles, transitions. And when you want to get fancy, you could go to effects. Then what you want to do, if I'm doing a video every 10 minutes, I'll save it. Save project. Pick a name and location. hit save. You only have to do that the first time. After the first time, you could just click save. Then the last time, you want to export it. Pick a folder you want to save it at. Bottle digging, blah blah blah, videos. So I'm going to keep the name test. I have my settings at 1920 by 1080. We picked that in the beginning. And that's what my phone records as. And I save as an MP4. Make sure you name it what you want it to be named. And then click export. I'm not going to do that now because I don't want to save that. And that's it. Once you're done, and it'll notify you when it's finished, you could just X out. So, add your thumbnail, add your opener, add your video clips and photos, edit what you need to edit, add any text, add transitions, add your ender video, and save and export. That's it. I hope that helps. Have a great day.